Welcome to the Locker, Season 3, Episode 29. I am a White, along with my man Van Hiles. Cats narrowly escaped.
Bullshit.
Huh?
Bullshit.
7 points.
Narrowly? That's for the people who didn't watch the game. Anthony, hold on. It was 31-14 with 8 minutes and 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I mean, if you want to say, if you didn't watch the game and saw the score, you'd be like, "Oh my God, that was a nail biter! Oh shit, that was back." There was no back and forth. Defense fucking gave up the booty in the fourth quarter. Key had the worst drive of his life on that field goal drive. He gave up 3 back-to-back plays. No, I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, I can't argue with that. But here, this is what before we get into talking about what happened at the Kentucky game against Northern Illinois, a directional school. I don't even call it directional school. What do you think about the NFL going away with the Pro Bowl and doing skills challenges? Now, here's the thing. Before we get into UK game, I've been saying this for years, but I don't know if they're doing away with the Pro Bowl, because I thought I saw something. I didn't read it, but something said flag football, which that's what the Pro Bowl looked like. So that they're not going to flag football.
I hope not.
But so you haven't seen it. They are definitely going to skills challenges.
No, I know that. They can't go to flag football.
Kids, huh?
They can't go to flag football because Robert Edwards ruined his career in the flag football.
No, that was sand volleyball, wasn't it?
It was sand. No, it was sand. I think it was sand flag football. Oh, it was flag football.
Okay.
So they can't go there. I've been saying, look, Anthony, this is what I equate it to. When you're working for a company and you take off 2 weeks for vacation,
right?
Do you take your work with you?
Hey, I'm a perfectionist, big dog.
No, but most people, when they go on vacation, they do. I know people at one of my clients, they make you log off. You can't even log on. I don't know how they do it, but you can't log in, right? So that's like the NFL. You done played your season. Your season is over, and now they want you to bang heads one more again. No, ain't gonna happen. The NBA
but I've been saying that for years. That little touch football they was doing, man, man, that was a slap in the face to the profession, to the people who paid to come see y'all play. I do like some of the gimmicky stuff where they let certain people throw the ball like they did the halfback pass. Okay, but come on, there's only so much you can do for that if somebody watching for 2.5 hours. Man, they ain't gonna let us. Hey, they ain't gonna let us live over here, man. They not gonna let us live.
Why?
So Lake Dog then jumped in, so we got to get right to the UK stuff. I want to on some other things because we are not just UK sport. I'm not from Kentucky. Van ain't from Kentucky. We play ball here. We are sports guys. We talk any sports. It just so happens most of our following is Kentucky, and we love to talk Kentucky because Kentucky's winning. And as my man Big from Big Things Kentucky says, if we winning, we ride. What's going on, Mr. Jones?
Let's ride. Hey, let's ride.
Right. So Lake Dog posted a great question. And I'm gonna say this before you say anything, because that is your position. We didn't take Jacquez from Lane. But did we? No, Lane wasn't there yet.
No, Lane was there.
Huh.
Last year was Jock's first year.
Lane been there. This is third year?
This is Lane's second year, right? I think this is Lane's second year. See, that COVID year throws me off, man. Was Lane
Well, no,
that
my
COVID
point
year?
was, okay, so I'm back to my original point. Oh, okay, so Kendrick said he was there. My point was, I was thinking he played under him and then left. Now, if you didn't play him, that's a whole different story. That's what I was saying.
Gotcha.
So Lake Dog asked, do you think that Lane gonna pull out some stuff for Smith? Because he knows his weaknesses.
W. Curious tries to expose number one's weaknesses. You can't. It's because if you were playing basketball, yeah, it'll be easy because it's a one-on-one matchup, right? But we don't play the same style defense. I can't see how he can expose a weakness when the weakness might be masked by our scheme. So I'm not sure.
He may not have the defensive front. He may not have defense. If your defensive front letting quarterback roast weenies back there.
Right. Plus we don't play a lot of straight man. So usually your weakness comes with man or bad eye discipline. And Key doesn't seem like he has horrible eye discipline. Although that field goal drive, I wanted to come through the screen and whip his ass. Because he plays.
Wait a minute, ain't you the same dude that just said we were up so and so, we was up this amount, that amount?
Until the last 8 minutes, dude, hold up. I looked this stat up after the game because I'm like watching the game like, they ain't doing shit against us. Not at all. Guess how many yards they had passed in the first 3 quarters?
Don't know. I'm assuming you're going to tell me.
87. Dude, they had 87 yards in 3 quarters. They had 112 in the fourth. 112 in 8 minutes. Because we had
whoa. Come on now, don't do that there. That's just the same when you talking about if you get your ass kicked by a team and you in 3rd and 15 and you running draws and the back is picking up 9, 10 yards and you done been in 3rd and 15 4 times, that's 40 yards.
No, this is what I'm saying.
We was winning, so why we not showing nothing? Nah, man. Hey, y'all, tune in, turn your volume up, because I think I'm going to cuss Van's ass out tonight. I'm not about to let Van get away with this old.
They got 3 passes on bad technique and 2 blown coverages. We ain't blowing coverage all fucking game. Then at the end of the game, I'm going to tell you what happened. Been in a situation. I know how they feel. I know what they're thinking. Oh, we up 17 points. They got to throw the ball. Hey, what did Jameis Winston do? Let me eat. Let me eat. Let them. And then you do some stupid shit. They get you on a double move. Instead of making a tackle, you try to make a pick. You try to do hero moves. Instead of doing what you've been doing the whole game, then they get bombs on you. Dude, they had a 63-yard pass, I think a 40, a 30, and a 20 on a team ain't done shit to you all game. And it wasn't like they beat you. You beat yourself. That shit bothers me.
Oh, here go Cobby Cobb. He getting warmed up. His fingers, he getting his Twitter fingers ready. As the fans clear it out in the 4th, team relaxed, and NIU kept the pedal to the metal. Kudos to them for not giving up and making it look closer than it was.
But I like it. I'm glad they did. Because if we would have whipped their ass 50-something-0, people be patting us on the back. Oh, you guys, coaches might be a little easy on them. The way they ended that game, it ain't. There was a lot of cursing out going on in that film room. I guarantee you that.
I think they schemed some stuff well. I think we had some things.
They did.
We did. I thought there were some things we did terribly wrong. I mean, one thing we talked about coming to the season that, Scangarello and Yenser having continuity from both being from the 49ers, offensive line coach, offensive coordinator coming in together. They understand terminology and some things. And when we get to film session, I think we're gonna talk a little bit about it. There's some things we just did, man. Early in the first quarter, and you know the one thing about it, all I want to talk about is things that happened in the first quarter. And like I say, you can bring up whatever you want. But we were moving the ball in the first quarter. We were doing a couple things for the most part. Defensively, there was some questions to be asked. I was on the offense side of the ball. And we had some terrible schemes and still capitalized. Like we had a run play where Dane was basically in the slot. Dane Key was basically in the slot. And there was a guy over him, safety, nickel. And he just goes to the ball. We hand it off. He goes, and Dane just kind of washes them in there. And it kind of gets the offense line all mucked up. And all of a sudden, it's just it ain't really so much a jailbreak, but it's just a lot of bodies. And as a running back, you don't want to see a lot of bodies. Give me one body. Hey, you take care. I don't give a damn. You get your man good to himself. Leave me one to deal with on my own, and I'm Gucci. And so I was like, damn, what kind of scheme is that? Like, what you knew this guy, once he sees run, is going to run downhill. And if he got a distance or inside leverage, Dane or whoever slot receiver is not going to be able to get him. So you playing off, you know what I mean? We count the people. He's not really considered in the box, but if he's close enough to make the play, then he's considered in the box.
Yeah, this is what I'm going to say. I honestly think that they are expecting these college kids to run pro level execution. When what I mean by that, right, is when you're in the pros, you have seen pretty much everything, right? There's no alignment that you can't adjust to because you have seen it all. When I watched the film, I watched it the first time. I'm like, okay, we suck. I watched it live. I said, we suck. I watched the film and started slowing it down. I'm like, NIU was fucking selling out. Dude, right. They were selling. They were saying, we're going to make y'all one-dimensional and you're going to only pass on us. They were coming downhill from the first snap. Linebacker was coming towards the line of scrimmage before there was even an indication of pass or run.
Right.
So, to me, I would have passed the ball 50 times, at least 40. But we had to try and run. Maybe, I don't know if they want to say they tried to be vanilla so they wouldn't show too much. I don't know. But they ran the ball too much. It wasn't going to be there. You only have so many people to block. And they got to outnumber you because you got a quarterback. So that's one person they got more than you off top. It was hard, man. I looked at some stuff, and it's just hard. It's hard to block everybody.
It's tough to really kind of figure out what's really going on with this team. Like I said, it's coach speak. If people ask about it, I think it's some coach speak that, we didn't try to show them. We didn't show them. We don't show a whole lot of jet sweep action. And them dudes we got that can fly, if you even the jet sweep motion, your quarterback should get a pretty good read. Even if you run RPO, you get a good read. Like, just that alone is going to dictate a whole lot of things that's going to happen in the game. But my problem is, and when we get down later in the show, when we get down to the film session, the fundamentals are just blocking. Just straight blocking. Like, the fundamentals, I don't care what your scheme is and how you dress it, the window dressing and all that. The fundamentals ain't really there right yet, but Scott Gregory has a question for you, Van. He wants to talk about that 3-3-6 defense.
Well, you mean 3-2-6?
And do you think it's gonna be a big tight end game?
You mean 3-2-6? I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people. That's 12 people. No, he's talking about Canada.
Look, let me say this. I only watched Ole Miss a little bit of Georgia Tech. I thought Georgia Tech would be a good team, and they fucking peed down their leg. I watched a little bit of Troy. I remember maybe a quarter. Then I was watching something else. I watched Tulsa game this week because we were playing them this week. Them MFers are light, dude. Them Vortex are light in the ass. And they only got 2 linebackers. Then they got 6 DBs. So the people who are setting the edge are DBs. Now, how many DBs you know that can set a damn good edge? I don't know of too many. If we can't run on them, dude, if we can't run like wing T yardage, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, 5 yards. If we can't do that on them, it's a problem. Unless they change their alignment, don't go 6 DBs with 2 linebackers and 3 down linemen. Dude, them 3 down linemen are not big boys. We got big boys on all 3. Shit. Damn, Dion is 330. Josiah got to be right at 3 something. Riley got to be 280. So we got big boys, dude. Them boys are 250 or 260. I'm just telling you. So if we can't eat their ass up with no edge guy, there's no right Weaver over there. They got Afari and Kobe Albert as their edge setters, DBs. Come on, if we can't do something against them with C-Rod coming back, it's a now we can't run on nobody.
And we got and they got safeties in the box playing that extra backer. So you got light. So he's saying they light up front, and the extra backer is a safety.
Safety. Hold up. And then their best safety is out for the first half because of targeting.
Oh, wow.
So they down to their second box guy who can't be better than the first guy because if he was, he'll be starting.
Cobby Cobb might get booted today, man. Man, you know who don't like to do that whole thing where you take this away from the game? Hey, if I take all my bad plays away from the game, I'll be in the Hall of Fame.
But Anthony,
I'd have been the number 1 draft pick.
But Anthony, some of this shit is stupid. Do you know that was it the first game where we hit the punt and we got the safety? Was that the first game? Was that the second game? No, it had to be the first game. It had to be Coach Florida second game. First game. Guess where those yards go to? Goes to the offense. That's a negative 30-yard play for the offense.
Yeah.
Is that not stupid? The punter, the lone snapper takes yards away from the offense. The offense ain't on the field.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's stupid. But yeah, the sacks or something.
So
you're right though. They still didn't run block that well. They had moments.
Yeah, and that's where. And then here's the thing about it, man. I'm gonna jump around, man. I don't like jump. I guess I do. Jump around, jump up, and get down. So that's what we're gonna do. And it made me think about that because we talking about we try to window dressing what happened in the game to make just to look good on paper. Because if you want to look at what looks good during the game, as opposed to what looks good on paper, then you got 2 different things. I can show you people all day long who look good on paper. Now you can look good on paper and lose by 30.
Yes, you can.
And you know what my huge saying is? On 3rd and 15, teams that run draws, you giving that running back a 10-yard gain. Even if you throw a 10-yard hitch, you giving that receiver a 10-yard catch.
Yeah.
Why is JD Hall saying R.I.P. Coolio? He didn't just jump around. I wanted to say this. Our boy, Terry Brown said, it is crazy, man. And it's the most profound thing I've heard in sports in a long, long time. Our fan base is scared to root for us being ranked number 7. He said, if you scared to do it, like they don't want to say we number 7. Like, if you scared to do it, then jump off the fan base. Like you rather stay at 9 or 10, 15 maybe, and just be okay. We cool. Nobody's talking about us. We're fine. But we 7th, and y'all, and you a fan, and you can't stick. It ain't, man. You ain't about to make one tackle. You ain't about to throw one. You ain't about to make one block. But you don't want these guys out there working their ass off to get they just due.
Dude, I've heard too many people say we're not good enough to be a top 10 team. We're not. Here's the thing. And this is why it's hard. If you don't, because there is watching a game, and then there's watching a game. Oh, wow. No, I didn't hear that. So there's a difference between me just looking at a game like, oh, okay, they're just playing, and me really watching the game. If you have watched any other teams besides us, they have issues too. It ain't like Georgia team last year was damn spectacular. LSU team in 2019 was damn near perfect. They ain't got one of them teams this year. We have issues just like everybody else. The great thing about it,
Kyle? You think it's the basketball people saying, well, that ain't going to happen? What up, Ollie?
Interesting.
What up, bro?
Look, this is what I want to do. And I wish I might be, I'm not going to do this. I need to hire someone if I had the money and wanted to do this.
You got the money.
All the people who are saying this, are they fucking trolls? Like, are they really UK fans? Because sometimes I question fandom with some of the shit that's said. Because there's a lot of teams, my first question is this. If you don't think we're a top 7 team, give me the teams that should jump us. And I would damn sure argue that they shouldn't jump us. Like you said, they are uncomfortable. The program was here, now it's elevated, but the fans are still down here.
Yeah.
They haven't progressed with us. Or if they move real slow because they said, oh, the bottom's going to fall out. So I don't want to get too high because then the program is going to jump under us. Now I'm going to feel bad. I don't get it.
The one thing about it, though, I think, I don't want to piss nobody off.
No.
I don't really care if I do. No, I'm saying I don't care if I do.
Okay.
I'm just saying, here's the thing. Us as players, I talked to a guy at work today. We were talking about just kind of being a player. Like, dude, I do not believe I can lose until you show me that. And if I make a whole bunch of mistakes and you win, I still don't believe I lost. You could take the win.
Yeah.
But come back tomorrow and the day after and we will figure this out.
Yeah.
I think our fan base kind of feels like, well, I don't want to put my fandom out there and y'all don't win. But as soon as we win, the fandom ain't never been put out there. Nobody's taking inventory. Nobody's taking notes. And you just jump right back on there. I guarantee you, if we roll into Georgia, what is that going to be? 11-0 or 10-0?
Georgia's Louisville, right?
Yeah, we roll into Georgia 10-0. All them jokers we shouldn't have been 7. It's going to be front row talking about. So I kind of understand you scared to put but you have nothing to lose. And unless you are them pundits on big national TV talking about Kentucky is not real and this and that, you really have no brand to really offer. So why not stick your neck out there if you really believe it? If you are a fan, if you just kind of a watcher, you just a watcher.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't. Terry Brown hit it on the head. Like, I just don't like the fact right now is the best time ever that I can remember to be a UK fan, and you scared to stick your chest out.
Ever.
I rip this damn shirt off right now.
Ever. And like TB said too, and I've been saying this, dude. Isn't it weird that now we are taking wins for granted? Like the win in a swamp. Like dude, are you fucking serious? The swamp? I don't care. We'll face some not so good teams in the swamp and got our ass whipped.
Right.
And now we say, that's just a damn. So now the thing about it now, if you're gonna say and for the swamp, well, we're a top 17 then. You can't have it both ways. And then the thing that pissed me off now, we beat Florida in the swamp. So now people say, well, Florida, blah, blah, blah. They didn't play their best game, whatever. The same team went to Tennessee and lost to Tennessee, but now Tennessee are world beaters. Like, why were we not world beaters? We beat them at home. They beat them on the road. They world beaters, and they allowed us to win, but we won by more on the road than they. I mean, the math is not math.
Slugfest with them. A dude at work told me. He said, man, we shut Florida down so bad. He said we could have played 2 extra quarters. They still wouldn't have scored. He said Florida couldn't do nothing. He said we shut Florida down so bad we could have played 2 extra quarters. They still wouldn't have scored.
I agree.
Scott Gregory posed another question. I think it comes down to their quarterback because they ain't going to get 150 on us, just like AR-15 did. Or are they? They going to get $150 rushing on us?
If we play as disciplined as we play against Florida, no. If we play inconsistently disciplined like we did last week, they might put 200 on us. But we had guys in the wrong gap.
Do that. There's no chance of nobody.
Dude,
now from our fundamentally sound, there's no chance. There's no chance.
Anthony, there were some issues last week.
And hold on. Before you go any further, how many people have rushed for 150 yards on us in the past 2 years?
Good question.
It ain't been very many. Go ahead. Go make your point. Let me go look. It ain't been very many though.
Where's Corey? Where Corey Price at? Because he probably got that on top of his head. He already knows.
Right. He probably already got it on deck.
Yeah, I don't know. 150 yards. That is a lot of yards. Unless you pound the rock.
Tomato.
I mean, you're right.
That's 35. That's what, 40 yards a quarter?
That's probably
35, 40, 37 yards a quarter.
Yeah, that's probably more than 4 yards a carry,
man.
too.
That's about 12 yards a drive.
Yeah, that's probably more than 4 yards a carry. Yeah, you might be right. Someone has done it on us, though. I don't know who.
But I'm saying, no, that's how good our defense is. It hasn't been a whole lot of people.
Yeah, no,
that's how good our defense is.
Yeah, you probably right. Now that you say it like that, 100, like I said, 150 is a lot. Because didn't we go for 300 on somebody? And that was like shit. That was gashing.
Yeah, man. Cobby Cobb is back. Stoops has a chance to break another streak.
Yes.
He is 0-10 all time. Man, what about the people? And I saw this on Twitter, man. Somebody tagged me on Twitter. I seen you comment. In those people's defense, I don't know how much you are on analytics, but you are an analytical person.
No, I hate analytics.
So, but he's gonna say because they haven't. Dude, first of all, they said something about the SEC West. So each team you play in the SEC West outside of Mississippi State now, these guys ain't playing. You're not playing the same people.
No,
because it's what was it like an 8-year rotation or something.
It's something crazy.
Yeah, so you not like, dude. We 2 I think 38 against Alabama.
Yeah,
in the past 100-some years.
Yeah.
We only played Alabama like 40 times in the past. So, but they average 250. Don't worry about
Oh yeah, but hold on. And they played Troy.
Corey Price did chime in.
Oh, 210. They have played Troy. They played Central Michigan. They played Tulsa, and they played Georgia Tech. All right. That says it all. They haven't played a really high caliber team yet this year. And Tulsa, listen to me. I watched the game. This is the only game I watched of them. If Tulsa doesn't lose their starting quarterback, Bren, at pretty much the beginning of the second quarter, about the middle of the second quarter, they beat Ole Miss. You know, Ole Miss got shut out in the second half.
Did not know that.
Ole Miss, Tulsa was up 14-7. They were scoring. Quarterback got dinged up, messed his ankle up. They didn't do anything on the next drive because he couldn't move. Coach took him out, put in the bag up. He threw an interception before halftime, and they got that last touchdown on that bullshit.
Wow.
See, that's a weird thing, right? Because we didn't watch the game. I saw the score. I'm like, oh, damn. That's a really close game. I wonder what happened. I wouldn't expect Ole Miss to not score anything in the second half. Dude, they got shut
35,
out.
They hung that 35 all game long.
That whole 30, they went 35 during the first half and didn't score, didn't pee a drop in the second.
Wow.
On the backup quarterback.
Okay.
So honestly, the score should have been 28-27. Because dude, that was a bad pass. He would have just made them punt. If he would have just not thrown an interception, they would have punted. It would have been 28-14 at half.
I ain't worried, man. I ain't worried. I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna get these offensive line woes together.
Like I said,
see where I gonna be the answer.
This is the team to do it against. This would be the team to do it against.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right. You come up to little small bodies, them little baby boys out front, man.
Them baby sharks.
Yeah. Before we go into film, anything you want to discuss statistically wise, or anything you want to discuss before because we ain't gonna go to 11 o'clock tonight, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard. Anything stand out to you stat wise?
We didn't throw the ball enough.
18 receptions. I don't know, 18, and he
26
threw the ball 26.
Yeah, that dude. 26.
Man, we ain't throw it enough.
Anthony, we used to throw 20-something with T-Dub.
When you get up, do you need to be throwing the ball?
When did we get up?
Here's the thing. Hold on. Tell me this. Riddle me this. If we are struggling rushing the ball and we got Ole Miss on the road next week, are we supposed to be so enthralled and confined to passing the ball so we can show the fan base, hey, we can throw it? Or do we need to figure out a couple of these things on this running game?
I like your angle. I see what you're saying. If the shit ain't working, you handle that shit in practice the next week. Because if it ain't working the first 2 quarters, you can't put on the light switch and say, all right, let's keep working on this shit because it's going to get better. If it ain't working, you need to go reps during practice. You want to win the fucking game and make it comfortable.
But this ain't 1996. This ain't 1996. First of all, you don't have 3-hour practices.
Yeah.
2, we ain't doing scrimmages all week long. You ain't doing first down scrimmage, third down scrimmage, short yard scrimmage, goal line scrimmage all week long leading up to the game.
Okay. Well,
so
I don't know then.
Man, you really ain't getting a whole lot of banging anyways.
Well, I don't know then, Ant. No. Oh, well, I went over this last week. There's not that much difference between the inside zone and the wide zone. It's just not. For the O-lineman, it's not. And I'm going to just tell you this. It ain't all on the O-line either. Some of them tight ends are fucking blowing blocks too. Shit. And the receivers are blowing blocks. It's just I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird how bad they are technically. I'm going to just say this. I hope this doesn't get back because I don't want to kill confidence. But Eli Cox might not need to be our center. Because look, this is what Anthony knows. Offensive line starts in to out. It starts in to out. If you have a great center, you can mask them 2 outside guys in the run game. there's too many issues up the middle. And for a guy who was awesome at a guard last year, do we put Quentin Wilson at guard and have Cox and Manning as put Quentin Wilson at center and make Cox and Manning all guards? It's just a lot going on in the middle, the most important position. We have taken for granted. We have been blessed with great centers for the last, 8 years probably? And we don't notice how important it is until it's gone. It's gone. And that to me is where it starts. It starts right there. And I hope he can get it together because, man, there's some issues with guys that, man, we have got damn ski jumpers as offensive linemen. They're out in front of their skis. They like this the whole game. I'm like, come on, dude. Yeah. How can you be? And then they get swimmed over and what? Dude, it's not a good look. But that's what I would say. I think we need to start. We need to start there if we can. Or is Wilson not good enough to command that spot?
Let me see. Horsey back down the guard. We got too many problems. I mean, Horsey ain't looking, and no disrespect to the man. He ain't looking all that out there on that tackle on that island. And it's hard to be on that island, man. But
sometimes I'm looking at protections calls. Like, who's making the protection calls?
Yeah.
Because some of these protection calls are iffy. And then I say Will is giving up some sacks too. Edie's holding the ball too long, or he's not getting to number 2, 3, 4 quick enough. I shouldn't say 4, 2 to 3 quick enough. There are guys open. Shit. There's guys open and downs to keep the chains moving. And he's not getting it to him. So I think it's a collective. As my quarterback taught me in high school, his key thing was you are part of the protection. And that don't mean I just calling the protection. Your ball handling, the way you handle play action fake, the way you are patient in play action fake. When you turn your back to the defense, it's scary, but you got to trust it. And you just can't turn and show the ball too quickly because these guys will see the ball and say, he ain't handing it off. Ball handling is so important for a quarterback. That's part of the protection. Even though it's not called protection, the way you handle that ball and play action can give you a second more time. And we're not good at that. We're not great at that. I say we're okay, but we're not great. You got to hand the ball off the same way. When you hand it off, you got to play action the same way. Even if it's booty, you got to repeat it. So
I said that same thing. I think week 2. No, I think it was week 1. Man, we run a stretch and we got the ball. You know, they run out there. Dude, if you see MF coming free, pull the damn ball back in and get ready to release it. And that's what I mean. I talk, Mike Leach, Chris Hatcher, them dudes, they explained it to us. Now, you go through your fake, even if they come blitz, abort the play.
Oh, yeah.
And go get the blitz. The quarterback's still supposed to get that motion because it might influence the safeties. It might influence the backers.
Yep.
But don't let that joker come free. And we fundamentally got some issues up front. Scott Gregory says, this is a big game for Levis. The whole broadcast is going to be centered on him. ESPN is all over him this week. What do you think about that? Here, I'm going to say this real quick. Our fan base get mad if Will don't get enough credit. Then they get worried if Will is going to. And I'm not saying he's worried. I think he's just saying what he's going to do. Will, the one who has to worry about if he can go out there week in and week out with this patchwork line and do his thing. I don't know.
It's so much easier.
Writing them checks.
It's so much easier when you got Taven Robinson with Dane Key and Barry Brown and Crowdis and Christian Lewis, DeMarcus Harris, and Brandon Bates and Dingle. It's so much easier when you got talent around you. It was harder last year because he had one guy after Josh Ali got hurt. You really had one option that in your head know that no matter what happened, he's going to get open. I think now he's got 2 to 3 that he's like, okay, first he's going to look at Tavion. That's his blanket. Then he's got another check off if he wants to. It makes it easier. It calms you down because I know even with the line issues, I know I can get it to somebody. Last year, if Wandale wasn't open, it's like, whoa. I'm gonna look at Wandale one more time.
Right.
One more time. Okay, he ain't there. Now I'm gonna try to go. Now he can go from Tavion to Dane. Then from Dane to maybe Brendan Bates. If he ain't there, let me go. It settles you in a little bit.
We gonna I agree with you on all that. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna show you why I don't believe in analytics.
I hate analytics.
We got queue up, man. You got our first defensive drive on the goal line. One thing the analytics don't show you. I think we was on the 4.
Yep.
3, 4 yard line.
You mean they were on the 4, right?
Yeah. They were on the 3 or 4 yard line. This is some stuff the analytics don't show you, man. This is why I'm not really worried about it. I think we playing with house money. And the crazy thing, I don't know, Van, you can even fathom us being to this point in UK history where, dude, you could come out there and play play sun ball. Like, hey man, hey little dude, I'm gonna let you play around. Are you ready to be serious, man? You ready? You want me to tie my shoes up? And I think that's what we've been doing on these games. People say we're playing down to the level of competition.
Right.
So
think about this. In 2018, we won the first game in the Swamp in 30-some years. We played our best game of the year there.
Yeah.
That was our best game. We were running. We was on all cylinders. T-Dub was rushing it, moving the chains with his feet. He was throwing great balls. The defense was locking down. Special teams had a decent game. And we eked out a game. We whooped their ass in the Swamp this year, and that was like a B game.
Yeah.
We played maybe a C-
Tennessee at Day Crib last time we played them. Same way we did Tennessee at Day Crib last time we played them.
Right.
All right. So this is where I'm saying the analytics come down to it, man. Man, watch your boy. I mean, you can slow it down. You can run the play. You can watch Jaquez Jones on first and second down. Like, it don't make no difference. And here's the problem why I say this. Is because on third down, they're like, we ain't fuck with that dude no more.
And dude,
he made a day. He was about to make if they would have ran the ball again, Jaquez Jones would have made a goal line stance his damn self.
Yeah, I agree.
So I just want y'all to say this stuff the analytics don't tell you when inside the red zone, you can't tell Jock that. Look at it. Shed your man. Damn, he try to rub up on him. He get off me. Dude, like the dude thought he was about to rub off on helping that tackle and was about to get up. No, sir.
And dude, there's nowhere to go, really.
Nowhere. As a running back, I'm telling you, because you running in muck if you cut it to the left.
Yeah.
Well, she run outside, you take Jock, and that's what he did do the best thing, though, man. I always tell you, when it look like ain't nothing, you better pick one of them jokers out and go at them.
Yep.
Don't try to bounce it and all this other stuff. Just pick one of them, take your ride. Boom, here we go again. Make the read. Oh, the running back. Oh, you ain't got it. He looked right at the running. He stood right next to the running back. Looked at him, said, oh, you ain't got it? And just grabbed the quarterback. So if the running back had it, what was going to happen? Tackle. Running back don't got it. Here. He gets contact on the 3. Tackled on the 3.
Yep.
contact on the 3, tackle maybe 2.5,
2 3/4.
Yeah, got a half a yard more. And that's what comes. And then now they just not gonna go to him just because they like, man, this dude, one man is causing all these problems. So we gotta put the ball in the air.
And I'm gonna say this is Brad White's not good call. You can't go man in red zone right here because they're just gonna pick you. They're just gonna pick you. When you got them 3rd and goal, he know they're gonna pass it. That's really why he went man. Because he knew they were gonna pass it.
Oh, yeah.
The issue is rub routes. And dude, this to me, they had a few plays that were magical plays, and they pulled the motherfuckers out against us. They pulled them out. You can't guard him on an out route when you playing inside and he's got that much room to run.
Oh, yeah.
You already beat. You are beat by alignment. Even if you are the greatest DB in the world, if he runs a decent route, you are beat by alignment. Right? So now, when they came out on this, we got to have some type of check, something, or get out of it because it's no way. He's here for a reason. And then they run a pick route. It's ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, and you think about it, look, Lovett got there around the goal line. Like, it wasn't like he scored easily, but he had to run around 2 people.
Yeah. Maybe should have dog him or something. Maybe should have dog blitz. I don't know if you go. I don't know if you just go, like you said. That's all everybody do once you inside the 3. That's all it is rub. You got to be expecting a rub.
And then late in the game, we ran zone, and they couldn't get shit out of it. So it's like, are we just trying things to see if we can run it because we're playing a lower team? But right here, it's not a time to run man-to-man. Now, if they will come out in doubles, 2 receivers on each side, then you can play in and out. Because you got 2, you can play in and out and play man, right? But once they come in trips, you can't play in and out on 3. So you got to zone it up. But, hey, they made a great play. They made a great call.
I will say, Cobby Cobb, yes, that was the great Oliver White, former UK Wildcat. There's compounding in there. Man, you show up to the locker room, and everybody, you never know you're going to see in the locker room, man.
Facts.
You got Kendrick Jones in here, Oliver White, and Wash Stewart. And then plus you got me in Van already, so there ain't no telling. Let me it's a 4th and 1 on our first drive. I want to show you something on the 4th and 1.
Oh, 4th and 1.
Our first drive, we was 4th and 1 when we were driving. Here's where I say we got some fundamental issues, and some people was acting about moving players around. And I watched Eli Cox, man. I tried to give Eli a little, you know who I really can't find a whole lot of bad film on given the circumstances.
Who?
Jagger Burton.
I'm
saying I can't, given the circumstances that he don't have. I'm saying I can't find a whole lot on him. Are you gonna get baptized from time to time? There's some people that's just constantly put it like this. If you were to put down plus and minuses on every play he's played, do you think he'd be in a minus or plus? You must see some. I don't see him.
He'll be close. He'll be even.
But that's what I'm saying. It's people that ain't even close. All right. Yeah. So Scan, and this was crazy, and this is what kind of worries me a little bit, Van. Scangarello in his bag. So we pull your boy Horsey over here. So now we got a wide line. Like, and then, now can you go slow-mo? And this is where I'm saying this This is like you on the defensive backside of the ball. Horsey, no, that dude, Van, number 5 is outside of Horsey. His first step should have been with his inside foot. You know the ball's going inside. Your first step, and that's just fundamental. That's just fundamentally knowing that. Honestly, and he watched them down into the play. It might not be a big deal to you, but I'm just picking out one play. So if you are constantly fundamentally unsound, the dude is on the outside of him. Number 5 is a smaller guy. We get that. But your first step should have been to his inside shoulder.
I agree. Them two guys have no chance on quarterback sneak, though. I don't care if that's not even.
That's okay. Hold on.
No, I feel you though.
But if you run it, hold on. What if he runs it and Will tried to bounce it because he gets wedged up? He tries to bounce it to the right. Who's he gonna run into?
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. You could when I look at every play, and you know how Archer was. You don't take nothing for granted. Okay, no. It didn't come to your side, or this didn't happen.
Right.
Just the fundamental of the play. You know you got to try to get inside and wedge and make them run around you. So he kind of pushes them into the pile, which also congests the middle of the thing.
I agree. But look at 75.
So here's the other thing. What's the point? What's the point of moving your tackle to the right? What's the point of moving your tackle to the right if you're not going to take advantage of it?
Right. My thought is, I've seen it happen, is they want you to shift. To take their natural nose guard out of right on top, but they didn't shift. They didn't shift. They were like, "Fuck you! You can move him on the sideline. We don't care." This is This is my problem. Watch their nose tackle get under our center. That's what makes this play horrible. He pushes him back. He stands him up.
Yeah.
You got no shot then.
Yeah, they were fun. They all underneath us. It looked like they all underneath our pads.
That guy saved it. He saved this play. Watch.
He doing some great things.
Boom. He saved it. He got Will that extra little
That 5. He came and cleaned up that 5.
Yeah. And put it forward.
Get in there. Get in the club.
That's who made the play. Dingle made that play. He's not gonna get credit for it, but he saved Cox's ass because this big man got under Cox, and that's where we're going.
Yeah. We just collectively, offensive line, individually, as a collection, ain't getting it done.
No.
Ain't getting her done. I see a lot of fundamental issues.
A lot of issues. But here's the funny thing, though, Ant. We had another 4th down play. I think we got 2 more 4th down plays. A third. We had at least 2 more short plays. 3rd and 1, 4th and whatever. And we got 5 yards on them. We got 4 yards on 1 3rd and short. We're inconsistent. We are consistently inconsistent.
Well, we got some of those big plays. We picked up some of those things despite the way we played.
Okay.
Like Will stood in there. What was the other play I wanted to check out? That first quarter play about 4:54 in the game. I don't even remember what I picked it out for. It was something on that one.
I know what you picked it out for. We already
Is it offense or defense?
We already talked about it. Offense.
Oh, okay.
Your boy Dane Key.
Oh, yeah. That's where we at with that. I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was. But there was something. No, I don't think that. I didn't really expect him to make that really. No, your boy Cox. That's what my thing was. Your boy Cox.
Oh, well, him too. How you just swam Cox?
Yeah, like dude, that's been Cox. Look at Cox. Look at Horsey. Dude, they fundamentals are just. Look like they're running a screenplay, dude.
And it does.
I'm surprised the D line didn't just stop and start looking behind them, man. Dude, they are about out in front of their knees. Their base is not set. Their hands,
ski jumpers. They're ski jumpers, dude.
Yeah, their fundamentals are terrible.
Only one guy did his job. Look at Burton. Look at Yager. Look at his feet, dude. He's about to lay down. He's about to take a nap.
At least Burton's man ain't disengaged with him at this point like the rest of them.
Oh, he's about to be
giving everybody.
He's about to be. Shit, and that's a borderline hole. That's a good form tackle, though.
Hey,
here's the thing. This is what we going back to this, right? Somebody sent me highlights of C-Rod and saying like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna be doing when C-Rod go back." I looked at the film, dude. The first 4 minutes, C-Rod didn't get touched until after the second level.
Oh yeah,
it's like
he got 8 yards before he averaged 6 yards, but he get 8 before he even get touched.
Right. Now there are some times where he runs. No, he's a hard runner, and when there's not something, he's gonna give you a little something. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But runs, linebackers not even touching them.
Right.
Or if they touch them, they got one arm out. And that big MF is going to run through one arm. Damn. One arm out ain't going to get him down. What could C-Rod do right here? What could he do? Because
C-Rod would take the dude that Cox is missing. I think C-Rod to ride him. I think C-Rod to ride him about 3 or 4 yards.
Right.
I think he'd ride. I think he'd take him for a ride.
So he'll get him back to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like all the TFLs we get, we might get a half a yard or no gain. Because there's a lot of TFLs we giving up. So, like you said, he would drive him 2-3 yards, he'll get 0.
Hey man, you remember last year you and JD Hall was talking about when I said third down percentage. Corey Price, appreciate you for putting that stat out for these people who act like you can't be efficient on third down. But you know, it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna call nobody out or nothing.
You just fucking did. Shit. I ain't gonna
Hey, that's where I'm at. Them third downs, man. That's the difference in the game a lot of times.
No, he was good. And them third downs were not 3rd and 5 and under. Them motherfuckers.
You're right.
3rd and 9.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to live in that. I wouldn't want to live in that area either, though. That ain't the area I want to live in.
I think I can give you the shit. If my mouse, I can give you the number of what that was. Third and dude, we were 3rd and fuck. Like how they were winning on 1st and 2nd down and couldn't score, and we were losing on 1st and 2nd down, and they were giving up the booty and playing all out blitz too many damn times. I want the fans to understand that. For all you who say the defense plays soft, do you want them to play like NIU and play straight man, 0 coverage, and give up countless touchdowns, big plays, because they ain't got no help over the top? Kind of hurts. It kind of hurts.
Oh, look, I'm going to lose you in a couple seconds. You froze.
I'm froze.
Yeah, on this side you are. You don't have.
Okay, let me log out and come back.
Yeah, because it always happens after 10 o'clock. Like they give us an hour and tell us, like, hey. That's what it seems like. But anyways, yeah, so that's where we at on this game. I think offensive line wise, everybody who's saying we're going to figure some things out, I think things may possibly be able to be figured out. But we we got some fundamental issues. And I think with the transition between Yenser and Wolford, I think Wolford's style disinterested these young men. And Wolford came in, Yenser came in more with the type of style of coaching that he learned from Slarman. He played under Slarman. He coached under Slarman. I think that he got a little bit more Slarman style, and these guys can buy into it. But if we gonna grow up on the road, SEC is the time to grow up. We got to keep Will upright. I ain't sure if we gonna keep Will upright, but I do think we gonna keep tight ends in. I think we gonna keep it. We did that last week. Kept a lot of extra guys in and did certain things to make sure we can get the ball off. We had extra. We think we was a no back, 2 tights, and 3 wide receivers. That's cool to me as long as Will know how to get the ball off. I didn't pull up the play, but Will did it again this week. He done it every damn week.
What's that?
Can't pump. You can't pump at the same receiver and throw the damn ball to him. And it was, quote unquote, almost likely a pick. But dude, I don't know, man.
Hey,
I think we're gonna win. Don't get me wrong. This is listen here, damn it. This is how good we are. I think we are good enough to not play well and win. That's how good we are. If our defense got to make stops, they gonna make stops. I think Will is mentally tough enough. I think Robinson's mental. I think Key. I think we have people on the team that's why I wanted to show y'all off the gate. I was about to say Jacquez Green, Jacquez Jones. Because if there's a play that needs to be stopped, we on the goal line, like they done ran the ball all the way down there. He decides, nope, I'm gonna make every play. Now your teammates decide, look, we all gonna sell out, and they all sell out and play ball, and the coaches put them in position. That's where it's gonna be. But we gonna have to grow up down in Oxford, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
You don't think it's gonna be pretty?
No, hell no. Dude, the stuff they just showed us offensive line, it ain't gonna be pretty. Now I think Lane gonna put us in position to make some plays. We may get 2 or 3 picks.
Right.
But because I think they not gonna be able to run against us, and that's what's gonna frustrate the hell out of them.
If they can't run against us, dude, they got no chance.
Huh?
If they can't run against us, they got no chance.
It's gonna be just like the Florida game. The thing you came in thinking you was gonna do, you took that away from us. Now it's just like when we played back in the 90s. Shoot, man, we come out with that speed option. You can't run an option now. What? And your passing game book this thick.
Yeah, I don't know, and I just don't see it, man.
Is Weaver out for sure?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So I don't know, man. So you think it's gonna be a sexy win? I think we're gonna win. I just don't think
sexy. I'm not sure about sexy, but I just don't see Ole Miss having it. I just don't. That's just me, though.
The other thing, us playing, well, I guess we did play in the swamp. I would say us playing on the road with a line that's already halfway to fishing. I'm a little bit like you. I don't know if I wouldn't if I'm gonna expect to see Cox at the center. I'm not sure. I thought Jagger played a little center in high school too, though.
Huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jagger under there. But yeah, Cox, man, I didn't pull none of his plays. He left a lot to be desired, man.
Yeah,
a whole lot to be desired.
It's and this ain't look, I don't like being negative, but it's a lot to be desired, especially after we have had 3 amazing, damn top-notch centers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we've had Toth to Drake to Fortner, and now we got. I mean, I know you got big shoes to fill, but a little something, a little taste. So that's an issue to me. Just like on defense, if you don't have a nose tackle, you don't have two good inside linebackers, you don't have a good safety, you will get, because they're gonna choke you out right through this middle of the field. And if our center can't get it done, that's an issue. I got your play.
I'm going 31-21.
If they score 21 points, that means they're running the ball down our fucking throat. And we ain't gonna get enough fucking possessions. I'm scared if they score over 20 points.
You don't think Lane can draw some things up?
He can draw some things up, but he don't have a quarterback to do something exotic in the passing game. He can do something in the run game to get you some eye candy, but that means they're gonna have to snap it or get some big ass runs.
Yeah. Well, you ain't gonna be able to use the middle of the field against us. I don't think so.
You
know, we got good safety range. We got rangy backers. I think all our backers are pretty rangy.
You got two old ass inside linebackers. They've seen it all.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, you got to have time. I think you got to have some routes developed to get a chance if you can stretch our backers. But
their perimeter players are not like they've been with Elijah Moore and Drummond and Brown and Metcalf. Dems ain't walking through the door tomorrow.
Right.
They're not.
Right. Well,
here's your play, man. You want to show it?
Oh, you got to play?
Yeah, that interception that that you just talked about, that should have been an interception.
Oh yeah.
Now the bad part about this is the one that kills me, is it's there. If you look at it, it's there right now. It's there right now.
He's still dropping.
Why don't he throw it right now? That's top of his drop.
Right now, yeah. Right now, you should be coming off right now.
That safety is way back here.
Yeah, you should be throwing right off the back of that backer.
And he can throw it, if you want to be real picky and real precise, throw it to his back shoulder, so then he's got to turn and he won't run into the safety.
Right.
He open right now.
Yeah. So what was he doing?
I don't know. That's the confusing part. Linebacker stretched out, so he just vacated. They blitzed.
His backer turned his back to you, that made that play available. He can't flip his hips that quick.
Dude, he was open. Oops, it went too far back. Right there. That's the top of his drop.
Right there, yeah. As soon as the backer turned and took 2 steps.
And that's his hitch. He wants to throw it.
Yep, that should have been coming out.
Him in this corner, back is turned to him. His back is turned to him too.
Coming out. Yeah.
That's the throw.
That should be coming out.
I don't get it.
Bring it back down. And I don't know. I have no idea what that was.
Nah. Hold on. There's a better angle later. Let me see how long it's going to take me to get there. Right here.
Right there, bam.
That's
bang that right there. Bang it.
Now, this is an angle where you're looking from what he's looking. You're looking from his vantage point. How does he not throw it there?
Soon as that back foot plants, soon as that back foot planted, it should have been out. What in the hell was that?
Then he threw it the wrong direction.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna throw it back shoulder. Why?
Yeah, that is true. They should have put it right on him at that point.
Right. I can't call it.
If he was gonna do it, yeah.
I can't call it. So now watch the corner. His back is to him. Yeah. He can't make this play. He's expanding.
That's a safety's man that far back. They're in the zone some type.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they in.
Well, it's probably man under. They probably man up, kind of like a NFL concept.
Yeah.
Man up, and he's over the top. Dude, he is right now. He's 8 yards from him, more like 9. He could have threw that ball.
But he
right
should have been ready to throw it at the 35. Because soon, like you said, as soon as the backer turned his shoulders and ran from, he can't flip his hips that quick.
Nope.
Like there's no way he could even flip his hip to even make a play on it.
Nope.
Now you get a tight end about 5-6 yards to work with. But I don't know. So you telling me Will can't read defenses?
It's weird, man. He's not consistent either. Sometimes he makes this throw and sometimes he doesn't. And for me, as a guy who played quarterback, when I played Little League, I looked at my players.
Right.
I looked at my players. Is he open? No, he's not open. Let me find another player. Is he open? No, he's not open. When I got to high school, I'm reading the defense. I know what my guys are doing.
Right.
They are irrelevant right now.
Right.
If you run arrow, curl, the most basic route combination ever, I'm looking at the outside linebacker. If he expands, I'm throwing to the curl. If he hangs in the curl, I'm throwing to the arrow. It's simple as that. I'm not looking at my guys. I'm reading one guy. I'm staring him down. You got to do something. If you stay there, I'm throwing it out. If you expand on the out, I'm throwing the curl. I think sometimes he's looking at us instead of looking at the defense.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I get, especially when you get the hitch. Because like you said, if you hitch, that means you want to deliver it. And if you didn't deliver it, that means you didn't see what you wanted. So why are you even hitching in the first place?
And why is he hitching here? Because he's trying to throw to him.
I got you. Was that a wheel? Was it a wheel route?
I think he ran a go route, right?
I couldn't really tell. Just looking at the way
he ran a hitch. So he probably saw him. That's in his line of sight.
But he was running out there from the beginning. As soon as he turned his body to run out there, you should have been off of him.
That's why I think he's looking at him.
Yeah.
And not him. Like you said, once he turned, it was obvious to me when I saw it. It was like, dude, why didn't you throw to him early?
As soon as he turned his back, bam. He should have banged it.
Dart his ass. But
right.
That's a conundrum. But then he got times where well, you know what? Now that I think about it, all them plays are to Tavion. where it's on time, you know what I'm saying? Where you think he's reading it and Tavion hooks up and he's like right on it when he hooks up. Maybe because he's looking at him.
Mm-hmm. Throw that ball to me, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, so all right, man. Well, before we get up out of here, you think just straight up question, you think Will goes down there and flourish, or you think Will goes down there and struggle?
Will should.
This is not an indictment on Will by any means. The offensive line has to do something. The input of C-Rod back in the game, because like somebody said earlier, Will is gonna be on the stage. Will's gonna be on stage today. Like Scott Gregory said, Will's gonna be on stage. Is he gonna answer the bell, or is his stock gonna rise or fall? I guess that's the bottom line.
Will should murder them. Hey, dude, I've looked at these games. They gave up a shit ton of yards to Tulsa. They gave up too many yards to Troy. That secondary isn't very good. And they were out there, one of their starting guys for the first half. He should put up, look, this is what I'm saying. Remember when I said after Florida game with AR, that might be his worst game all year?
Yeah.
Guess how many yards AR passed against Tennessee?
3-something, wasn't it?
He put up a 4-piece.
Oh, did it?
He put up a 4-piece.
Yeah.
He put up a 4-piece on the MFers.
And a buck running. Didn't he run for a buck?
He buck. Yeah, I don't think it was I think it was a little under 100. I think it was like 80 something. I think. So Will got to go for 3 something. I'm not asking for because it should. To me, it shouldn't be close enough where we should be still throwing the ball in the third quarter. This is going to be this game right here. Is going to be the time to have C-Rod because C-Rod will give you a good 5-minute drive at the end of the game.
Yeah, run the clock out.
You're gonna pound that bitch, and that's when we need him. We need him in this situation. We up by 2-3 scores with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's bang out 5 minutes, kick a field goal. Then they score. Let's bang out 4 minutes to milk the down to send the game home.
Yeah,
that's C-Rod time, and I think that happens. I think we get up. We go, shit, this game last week, we went on a 6-minute drive to start the fourth quarter. Go on a 6-minute drive, start the fourth quarter, go up 3 scores. Ain't enough clock for them. It ain't enough clock for them. That's how I see it.
Just hopefully, like I said, hopefully Lane don't game plan us. Because I'm like I said, Scangarello, here's one thing about everybody talk about Scangarello. He got some stuff in his bag. Only problem I got is, and just watching Lane over the years, I think I think Lane knows what to go to. He has a plays deck. I think Scangarello might just be grabbing his bag to see what's in there. Like he ain't digging for a certain object. And that's where Lane kind of, I think Lane watches enough film. He knows how to manipulate. I think he knows how to manipulate the defense, which I'm cool with our defense going against their offense. I'm on that all day. I just hopefully our offense can do enough against this old soft ass defense. And I have no question that we will, that we won't, but I just don't. I don't know. We good. 31-21 Cats.
34-17 Cats.
That's all you give them?
34-17. Because, hey, C-Rod's going to have to eat in the second half because I don't think coach is going to try to let Levis pass the ball 45 times. So in the second half, C-Rod's going to eat. And
they got to try and get C-Rod that record. It would be a damn shame if C-Rod play all this good and don't. Here's the thing about it. You and I both know as former players who I think respectively were at the top of our game in our positions. If C-Rod don't get the record, he might get about another 2 years maybe 3 years of notoriety. When's the last time you heard somebody talk about Benny Snell?
Yeah.
Now, Mo come up all the time, son, and I think Benny will. Now, if C-Rod had passed Benny, I think C-Rod's name will come up a whole lot more. But if he don't, I think C-Rod go right down in the books with Raphael Little and that group right below Mo, Sonny and Benny. Huh?
Yeah. No, just said the names. We said it right now. Yeah. He gonna be that second level. He's definitely gonna be on that second tier. And I'm not sure he's gonna be on a high level of that second tier. To be honest. Because what happens is, and then we get off. People start analyzing stuff a little more. Because you ain't with the top ones, they're gonna be like, well, this guy did a little bit more here and you didn't. And I like the way his style was. You can start getting into those real gray areas and people start bumping Boone Williams up above you, start bumping Derek Locke up above you. They start putting people who you really don't think should be above you. They find a place for them. I love Derek Locke. Derek Locke is to the time I was at UK. That sentimental value start coming in.
Yeah. Corey Price, man. Corey Price, he need 126 per game.
Hold on.
Hey, here you go. C-Rod, you may as well go to get $150, get you a little cushion.
I'm about to piss Anthony off, though. If we have a special year and them motherfuckers go into CFP, he got a few more games. He gets right about 12 games this year.
That is true. That is true. That's true, man. Hey, I done already chalked it up, man. I done already chalked it up. If they not gonna let my bowl games count, then it's crazy. But it is what it is.
Look, he played 8. He played SEC championship. That's 9. He played in the CFP. That's 10. If they win that, you get to 11. That's only one game short.
Yeah. Now, even if you get to the SEC championship in the bowl game, because if you get the SEC championship and lose, that's still 10 games.
Yeah, that's 10.
Now, is you gonna get $126 and all them boys?
No. And that's a bad
I think he can do it. I think he can do it. I think he can do it this Saturday, though. I think
I think so.
Saturday.
And that's the bad part. He could have separated himself against Northern Illinois and Miami, Ohio. he could have made that thing a lot easier. But since he didn't play in those games, but he might. Hey, they might have him to rock 40 times against Louisville.
I said that before the season started. When he started talking about it, I said that was gonna be the biggest thing. And Chris, when he get our age and he look back, that's gonna be the biggest thing about these suspensions and whatever he did. That's gonna be the biggest thing, that you done played 5 years of college football, and then now you done. I mean, yeah, you were great, but you missed that notch. Passing Benny will put him on something that can't nobody say nothing to you. Now you just, like you said, you better be in that rung right beneath the grades. Like, you better be down there with shit. You might even be in a competition with me, somebody, and it shouldn't be, because he was right there on the precipice,
right there,
being the greatest, arguably the greatest ever stat wise.
He'll be the greatest, dude.
Right.
You have the most yards and the most yards per carry.
Nah, you know what's funny? He says it's the worst O-line.
No.
Now, I'll tell you what, man. No. Now, you go back and watch something, and I ain't trying to trip out. Yeah, but I think Mo carried that boy like 30 or 40 times a game, too.
Yeah, he had a lot. Yeah, he had a lot of carries this last year. He had a lot of carries.
Man, I will say this. Even disregarding even all of our success, that 1999 offensive line full of freshmen and sophomores. Hey, that's dude. The air raid had 36 yards of offense against Georgia.
That's for the game, y'all. That's not for a drive or a quarter. That's for
hey, man, I don't know how we went 4-4 in the SEC with that team. And bowl eligible, man. But yeah, so.
Oh, that's it.
I mean, that's just average. But I remember a bunch of games he had 30.
Well, but Anthony, that means he had some under.
No, he ain't really had no 40s. I know he had a bunch of 30s.
No, but that means
that probably mean he had some 20s.
He had some low 20s.
He probably had some 20, 21.
Yeah.
And probably had some 32, 34s.
Shit.
That's still the same difference.
Hold on, now I'm pissed. Why we gave Mo on the rock 20 times? Shit. Really? 20, that's it? Oh, now I'm mad. 20 times? Dude,
it wasn't that many possessions, though. It really wasn't a whole lot of possessions either, too, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all out there playing good. True. We grounded, pounding it, clock running. Probably wasn't that many possessions either.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But all right, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for coming. Hey, head on over to Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, especially YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, leave some comments, leave us some suggestions. The comment was made a couple weeks ago that we do a show and we don't have no guests on. I don't know if that was a compliment or if that was some shade. We can have some guests on here, I guess. I don't know. The locker room ain't for everybody. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for checking this out. Like, subscribe, share, and yeah. I said 21-31. Dan said 34-17.
And that's a late field goal. It's 34-14. They kick a field goal, and then they try to onside kick like last week. We should whip that.
There you go. There you have it. We'll be back next week to talk about the Cats 5-0. And old Kendrick Jones gets to tell Lane Kiffin, thanks for letting my son up out of here. And hopefully we have more highlights. Hopefully we'll bring it home. Hopefully C-Rod go off for 300. Get you a couple games underneath your belt, C-Rod. You need this cushion, C-Rod. And this is a team to do it against. They got safeties in the box. They got little fellas in the box. They playing little boy ball. They playing Pop Warner.
They playing baby shark. All
right, man. We appreciate y'all for checking out the show, man. Go like, subscribe, share, follow on YouTube. We'll be back next week. We out.